So I'm going to talk? Okay, hello there and welcome to Just Talk with V.O.O on Rich World Television Network. Now, we are experimenting with so many things, and this is the first episode of Just Talk with V.O.O on this platform. And so we're still trying to put a lot of things in place, but as you know, life goes on, and we just have to start how we can start. Now, the beautiful thing is I have somebody very special in the studio today. You know, earlier on I put it on my page that I'm having a wonderful guest in the studio. Village headmaster, that's what people call him, but his real name is Segun Ogunyeye. Ogunyeye.
Yes.
Okay, Segun Ogunyeye. I should get that right.
Yeah, you should.
So, Just Talk with V.O.O, as you know, focusing on the three aspects of life that are called threefold ministry. That's faith, wellness, and financial freedom. So everything I'm doing revolves around those three ministries, as I call them. So I'll be talking more, I'll be sharing more about my faith as a Christian. And of course, I'll be telling you, I'm giving you tips that can lead to your total well-being. And of course, we'll be sharing tips on financial freedom too. You know, I encourage you to try and have multiple streams of income. So these three elements, or the three ministries, when you put them together, that will make you a successful human being. It's part of, you know, the factors that can make you a successful human being. So you're welcome on board today. Now, we are going to be talking a lot about village celebrity, what it's all about and how it started. So welcome on board.
Hey, Veronica. Good to be here.
Good to be here at long last.
Yes, I've always wanted to be on TV.
At long last. let's roll the drums. Okay. Let's roll the drums. At long last. Yes. Yeah, I see a lot of things that you do on social media. You know, and what actually fascinated me to you is the rancor, you know, that they call it ranting.
Yes, ranting.
Ranting. We're going to talk about that ranting, but first I just want you to share with, you know, our viewers. I'm going to share this quickly to the village celebrity as well, to the village celebrity, because I know the people have been waiting. I must apologize that we have, you know, come seriously behind schedule. We're supposed to start this show at 1 p.m. but, you know, we've been battling with some technicalities in the background. But I'm really glad that at least we came up with the show today. So bear with us. But subsequent episode of the show will be from 1 p.m. We'll try and put that in place. So I'm just going to share this to the group, the village celebrity group. But I want you to, you know, talk to our people at home. Who is Segun Ogunyeye?
Okay. Segun Ogunyeye is a village boy. I always say that. Because I was born in actually in a village, but I was born in a hospital in Ado-Ekiti.
Okay.
But that's because there wasn't a hospital in my village.
Your village.
Oh. So my mother was taken to Ado-Ekiti so that I could be born. And so as soon as I was born, I was then brought to Igogo-Ekiti.
I see.
Then I don't know, Ekiti West local government was called in 1965, 28th of May. And then it has evolved to so many local governments. So, and my father was a peasant farmer. And as soon as I could walk, I joined him on the farm.
Right.
And some things that fascinate me about my growing up, people don't develop very quickly in my local government. So the criterion for starting school was you go to the registrar and then you put your hand perpendicular, put it across your head. If it reaches your left ear, your right,
then you're
ready. So 2 times I failed. 1972, at 7 years, my hand did not reach, so I was sent back home. 1973, at 8 years old, it didn't reach. I was sent back home. Finally, in 1974, I was lucky.
How old were you then?
I was 9 years old.
Oh my goodness! Your mates will be in primary 4 or so.
There's a friend of mine now that was actually in primary 6, I think, but because she was the daughter of the Oba, enlightened. So she follows her mom, who was a teacher, to school. So she started school at 3.
Wow.
And she was very brilliant. So at 6, she was getting, at 9, she was getting ready to go to secondary school.
Wow.
So that bit. But everything happens for a reason. If it was in the modern day, people would have been saying, oh, he didn't go to school, he didn't start. So by the time I was ready to go to secondary school, a school was starting, Air Force Military School, Jos, which was set up for the children of the generals and all that stuff. But I was so tiny. So even a 6-year, no, they were 10-year-old and 11-year-old that were coming on board. But they were bigger than me. So that was how I was able to get into that school.
Okay.
And that is what brought me to the celebrity status.
I see.
Because I was the weirdest kid in that school. All the other people, after they passed the entrance exam, which is a long story, by the way, after they passed, they went to Orlando, they went to Japan as a present from their dad for passing into that school.
But your dad was a farmer?
He was a farmer, so I went back to the farm.
Oh.
And I continued. So when the school then resumed in September 1980, I had joined. While the other people were flying in on airplanes from Ikeja Airport and all the other airports 1 hour, it took me 2 days. From Igogo Ekiti, I went to Ilorin, then joined the Woro train that then took 2 days from Ilorin. Then I changed at Kaduna and then to Jos.
Wow. Not so many people can share this humble background story.
No, but
I respect you.
Really?
Yeah.
This is my calling card. So that's why everything about me is about the village. So when I got to the school, the kids was like, how did they get this weird person to come to this school? Because I had thought going to that school, there were only 3 main languages as far as I was concerned. There was Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba. So I thought when we get to school, they would just separate the Yoruba guys to one side and they would be educated in Yoruba and then the Igbo. That was my that was my thinking.
No
because
way.
I didn't know. And even the Yoruba I couldn't speak because we communicated, we thought in our dialect, which is Ekiti.
Okay.
So when my thinking was done in Ekiti. So when I then got to this school and they were speaking English, I had to go through 2 stops, just like the way I came to Jos from Igogo Ekiti. I went from Ekiti to Yoruba, and then from Yoruba to English.
Wow.
So, and then the product was so weird that everybody would laugh. And I would say, what's wrong with them?
Funny.
Why are they laughing at me? Because I want to say this next Monday, what's happening on next Monday in Ekiti? What Monday are we going to do? So I say, and I tell them, what Monday are we going to do? And then they say, what is he talking?
I can imagine. Oh, my Lord.
So this is like, what's he talking about?
Where is he from?
And where is he from? And so it was a lot of mental. Besides, we were just being kids. Not that they were mean.
I know.
But it was what you call today bullying.
Bullying, yes.
Everybody wanted to have a go.
Teasing.
A teasing. So that's why this village celebrity is very important. Because they were then calling me Chief Eleyime from village headmaster, that show.
Oh.
And I didn't like it. So they call me village headmaster. I was so, why would you call me?
Oh, kids. Oh, Lord.
But you know, God is so good. It's a military school, Air Force Military School, George. So we did the drills. 4 days we did academics. On Friday we did the military training.
Okay.
Where we actually go to the range and shoot guns, crawl under bushes and all that stuff.
As kids?
Yes, as kids. We were ready. By the time we graduated, there were soldiers.
Wow.
Some then went to NDA. I was supposed to go to the US to go and attend the United States Air Force Academy because my result was so good. I will come to why I didn't go. Okay. If you have any question, otherwise I'm
please, I'm enjoying the stories. I'm getting to know you, more.
But what was so important was that they were going to promote, because it's a military setup, they're going to be leadership. So 3 months in, they had to promote some people to then take care of the squadrons.
Right.
And I was among the 12 people that were promoted. When you are a rank above anybody in the military, regardless of when that person joined, you got to obey. You got to obey orders.
Yes.
We were 120. So 119 people were taking a go at me. But when 12 people were promoted,
you were one of them.
I was one of them. So it's only 11.
So now you're now superior.
I was superior to all but 11 other people.
Okay.
So the other guys couldn't take a shot at me, not in my presence. If they did, they get locked up in the guard room, which is like kind of a military prison.
Yeah. And but the other 11 could still taunt you.
They did. Boy, they did. And then in 1982, the commandant then just came during one of our lunch breaks and was just rambling or ranting. I was just talking, this is a military setup. You are going to serve the nation as leaders. You are the leaders of tomorrow. I gave this long speech and all that. He said, therefore, we have to have a leader. He said, and then I wasn't thinking I was going to be the person. He said, we are so glad to now have our first junior regimental sergeant major. They moved my rank up in the person of Shegun Ogunyeye.
Wow.
I wanted the ground to
open so you can just swallow you.
Because I wasn't expecting it. And every other person wasn't expecting it either. So which means now I was the boss. The significance of this is this. The significance of that, what happened is this. A lot of dignitaries come to our school. The government house of Plateau State is just about 2 miles from us.
Okay.
So every day that the then governor Solomon La passes, he waves at us and all that. And any opportunity he gets, he comes to the school.
Wow.
So who receives him?
You.
I was the person.
Amazing.
And then
amazing. That is the village headmaster.
Yes.
Wow.
And then the current president, Muhammadu Buhari, was the station commander of the army in Jos, 3rd Armored Division. So when he came to the school, either as a prize giving day or something,
yeah,
I would be the commander of all the other kids, and I'm the person that received him. So he may not know me personally, but he will remember that there was, okay, that small kid that will welcome me as a guest of honor. And during the prize giving day, I won a number of gifts. I wasn't the only person that won, but I won quite a number of gifts, prizes, and it was handed over to me by then Major General Muhammadu Buhari. So
amazing.
I have known our president before.
So now I can understand village celebrity. I can understand.
Yes, because
the connection.
I became an instant celebrity in that school. Because we didn't have a television in my village, but then they were showing our program on the television, and I am the commander, talking to the governor or talking to general, talking to chief of air staff and all that. So the people were in Lagos or other towns that had televisions.
Wow.
They would say, oh, this is our village boy.
Oh, my
and
goodness.
they were very proud of me. Not only that, a few times I had the opportunity to go and spend holidays at the homes of these other kids whose parents would have sent, they were station commanders, so they could detail an aeroplane to come and carry the children. And they just say, oh, let Shegun, your leader, come along, come and spend
the
2
weekend
weeks
with us. Wow.
Just 2 weeks and all that. So the military was in power at that time. There were some military governors and all that, and I would go to these government houses. So then that happened. When we then finished in 1985, the results came out. I had A1s, except one subject I always struggled with, English language. So
obviously,
you can. So that one I had A3, but the result was good enough for the Air Force to say, okay, we are going to send this kid and 4 other people to the United States Air Force Academy. So I went for the documentation and all that. We were ready to fly to go to Colorado Springs. There was a coup. General Babangida took over from Buhari, and the United States was very upset that happened. So they cancelled that program for that year. And here was I. My father is still a farmer. My eye has changed. My father hadn't.
Yes.
So he couldn't afford. I passed also JAMB. I scored 340 over 400, which was one of the highest that year.
Wow.
To go and study mechanical engineering in Ife. But I didn't have the transport fare from Jos to even go and see if my name is on the list in Ife. So
what a shame.
Yes. So I was going, well, it's not going to happen. I become a recruit. I was ready. Every other person scored 180. They had all gone. I was behind, just waiting to be a recruit. And then, but one of the boys, who was my junior, who has always been interested in me, was like, yes, sir, what's going on? Other people have resumed. I said, it's okay. So there was this day, he said, no, you got to tell me what's going on. Yeah. So I then told him, and the boy broke down. He was weeping and crying. He said, now I have to tell daddy about this. Because we are not rich, but if they hear, they're going to do something
There must be something they can do.
So he then called dad. And then dad said, okay, let him come to Lagos. So I went to Lagos, and I went to see dad. One sentence, Shegun, báwo ni o? Mean, how are you? My son has told us that you don't have anybody who can sponsor you in university. From today, I will play the role of dad.
Wow.
Sit down here. And I sat down. So they closed down. His office was at VI. He was a tax consultant and all that.
Who was this person?
And I will tell you in a minute.
Wow.
He's an Ijebu man. I'm an Ekiti person. So that will explain to you some of the things I do today. So Daddy Olufemi Simeon Oredero is an Ikene person who just loves children. He just loves to see children do
prosper.
Well. Yes. And he was living in Orilegamu. Orilegamu is one of the poorest places to stay in Lagos. When you live there, it shows that you don't have money to live in a Keja, to live in a VI, to live in a
Ikoyi.
So they were just getting by. Mommy sells bottle his wife. They just pick straight bottles.
Oh, they were not rich.
They
I mean,
weren't.
apparently living in Orilegomu, like you said.
They are not there.
Wow, but he could pick up your bills
Yes.
to go to university.
Yes. So, and then, I mean, even from VI where he works, say, just sit down. So he put me in his white station wagon, Peugeot. I wear white. As a test, you can see this white. That's how they dress everywhere they go. They wear white. Everything's always white about them. They are both late now, but to honor them, I wear white on their behalf. So we then got home. One sentence, Shegun, this is your mommy. And that was it. Till they died, they were daddy and mommy to me. They put my name in their will. They had 4 other children.
Wow.
I received equal amount of shares from the estate when they passed on.
Wow.
Even right now, we are 5 of us. There's nothing, if Shegun is not present, the meeting doesn't start.
Wow.
So that's how they hold me in high esteem.
Yeah.
So they sent me to Ife. Luckily, they weren't alone because another family then chipped in. So when I was in Ife, eventually studying mechanical engineering, I was a very rich village boy. So while other people were busy eating at Oduka in Ife, I was busy eating chicken and whatever you want.
Wow, you could afford it.
I not only could I afford it, I also had somebody in tow as well. That's where my generous whatever happened. But why wouldn't I be generous?
Yeah, because someone has been generous to you.
Not only one person. Remember that my father couldn't have afforded to send me to secondary school, but Air Force Military School started. We didn't pay. That's maybe I didn't mention that. Air Force Military School was free. Not only was it free, we got paid every month a stipend of 5 naira. 5 naira in 1980 is a lot of money.
Tell me about it.
So that was it. So I began to see the divine hands working on my behalf, so that anytime I needed help came.
You are blessed.
I thank God. I don't think I deserve it because I've always been a talkative. In my village, they used to warn me that if you talk too much about your potential, you die. But I talk.
That's a
because of, yes, especially go Ekiti. And anytime you tell me not to do something, I seem to take it as me. You dare me.
Oh,
exactly.
You are something else. Oh my goodness. Village celebrity around the world. Are you watching this show?
They are tired of me.
Are you watching this show? This man. You know, some people say you are weird. Some say you're crazy. Some, people see you differently.
Yes.
But coming close to you, you are just something else completely. Maybe you are all of these things together.
And let me put it this way. I do not answer to what anybody calls me.
But you know who you are.
I know who I am, and I'm very comfortable with who I am. I love humanity. You understand?
Yeah.
I would rather go hungry than you go hungry. But if I then see you do silly things, oh my goodness.
Then you rant.
I will then rant. You will regret that.
Then you rant. We're still coming to that because I'm enjoying, your background story. It's very inspiring.
And we've not even finished. Because when I then finished from Ife.
Yeah.
Now, by the way, when I got admission to Ile-Ife, I mean, it was University of Ife then.
Yes.
It wasn't OAU then.
No, it wasn't.
That was 1985. Babalo Wolo died in 1987.
It was University of Ife.
Yes.
Ife.
I didn't like the place.
You didn't like Ife or the uni?
I didn't like the university.
The university
the environment, because in Air Force Military School, how do I compare this? Okay, it's like somebody going from 5-star hotel to a 2-star.
I see what you mean.
Our accommodation, our feeding, everything in the Air Force Military School, George, was the difference between that school.
Was like 5-star?
Yes, 5-star in Jos, 2-star in Ife. I had a room to myself. I had people, I had washmen come to wash my clothes and all that stuff. And then I got to Ife. I was squatting. So for 2 years, I was like crying and all that. So what is all this? But eventually I got over that. Maybe that affected my grades because I eventually missed out on first class. I came out with a second class upper division in mechanical engineering because I wasted the first 2 years crying and number one whinging. I didn't go to United States Air Force Academy, and then I was in that quote filthy environment. It was later as just say, come on, snap out of this and make something out of your life. Yeah. So that happened. So I then finished. I also thought I did the wrong course in University of Ife. Because while at Air Force Military School, to kind of counter the kids who were making fun of me.
Yeah.
I became a comedian.
Wow.
So once they want to bully me from a distance, I've cracked 2 jokes.
And
so they laugh and then they just go their way. And there was one of our lecturer that said I should do English literature and something and probably go and do a dramatic act. So our commandant was like, are you on something? Somebody who is this brilliant? He
just want him to just go and waste it on
yes, he needs to go and do aeronautical engineering. And there was no school offering aeronautical engineering in military school. I mean, in Nigeria.
In Nigeria then.
So that was why I said, okay, which is the next toughest course you could study? They wanted me to do medicine. I was a very nervous person. I said, if I study medicine, you give me a cadaver, it's going to drop on the floor, and you're going to be punishing a dead man the second time. So I kind of ruled out.
You ran away from that?
From that. So I settled for mechanical engineering.
Okay.
But I then graduated. I didn't practice. The only time I did mechanical engineering was industrial training, which I did with a company in Lagos.
And that was it?
That was it. Right now, since I left, I've not changed my tire because...
Oh, my goodness. You are watching Just Talk with V.O.O on Rich World Television Network. Now, this is the show where we talk about everything. Seriously. Everything and anything. This is what... And my guest today is Segun Ogunyeye. And he's been sharing with us his background. His very humble background story, and I am learning something from that. I don't know about you. If you want to be part of this show, maybe you have a question for him, especially members of Village Celebrity around the world. The number to call is on the screen. That is 077-39-065-741. If you just want to say hello to the village headmaster, or you want to yab him, you know, or you you have a ranting.
I'm always
because we're still going on the page to see what you guys are putting on the page. So you're going to see your own yash outside very soon.
I didn't know you could say that, Veronica.
Because I'm learning. I'm learning.
Not me. I'm not the one teaching you.
I'm learning. I'm learning from the village celebrity. I'm learning all sort of things, you know, that people are putting there. It's amazing. I said village celebrity is another world entirely. It's like a nation on its own.
Yes, it is.
We're coming to that because I want us to build it up. I want to, you know, I want to really get to know about you properly. Okay, we got to a point. You said you never practiced your mechanical engineering.
I did it. So what happened was that we were looking for a job.
Okay.
I applied. I did my youth corps in Calabar in Cross River State.
Okay.
I actually thought I would get a job there, but then Calabar was a dry place. That time, I think it's improved a lot now.
Of course.
So we then returned to Lagos, and my adopted father, who was well connected, we thought he was just going to write a letter to one of those people and I get a job. He's not a man like that. He's a man of faith. He said, we just got to pray, and he prays with us every day. So I didn't get a job from September 1991 until August 1992.
Wow.
So the place I got a job was a Nigeria International Bank, which is Citibank. They were just recruiting 20 graduates.
Okay.
And I went through the process and I got recruited.
Right.
So they were just assigning people to departments. Say, oh, you studied accounting. You go to audit. You studied economics, go to cash and teller. You studied something, go to marketing. And they came to me. They said,
you studied this?
Mechanical engineering. They said, okay, let's put him in automation. Automation is the computer department.
Okay.
So I was put in automation, and I had some very brilliant bosses. Very funny guys, nice guys, and I will mention them. Ade Ayeyemi, he's a big man now, and an Ekiti man too.
I say.
And a village person proper.
Another village.
He's going to kill me. But then there's Femi Olaloku, who is actually an Ekiti person, but luckily he's the son of Professor Olaloku of University of Lagos. Okay. So he's a silver spoon in the mouth kind of person.
Yeah.
But he was assigned to mentor me and all that. Okay. But we were always playing pranks in that department. We were in charge of programming. So they gave me 3 months to know how to write program, or I won't be confirmed.
Wow.
2 months into the time, I didn't know how programming works.
Wow.
So about 15 days to the final thing, they gave me an assignment to write a program. Now if this program works, we're going to confirm you. If it doesn't, sorry, we'll show you the door. And I wrote the program, and it worked. Neither me nor Femi Olaloku nor Ade Ayeyemi knew what the program, how it was. They call it spaghetti code. You know, when something is spaghetti, you can't follow.
Spiral.
No, it's all over the place. But they say, okay, we've told Mr. Ogunyeye to write a program. We don't like the way he wrote it.
But then it's working.
But he's doing what he says it should do. Congratulations, you are confirmed. So that's how I got confirmed.
Amazing.
As a computer programmer.
Amazing.
And that's what I've done since 1992 up until 2017. When I said I've had enough, I want to do entertainment.
Okay. So now entertainment. So that's why you missed the road. I mean, that's where you believe you missed the road, actually.
Yes.
Because going into engineering, mechanical engineering,
It
that was
waste of-
not
I
your
should
call.
have started entertainment from. Maybe I didn't need to go to university.
So, but then before you started Village Celebrity,
Yes.
you've also worked with a couple of companies here.
Yes,
And you
all
know.
over the world actually.
Okay.
Because I was on a guaranteed trust project in 1995. That project sent me to the US. So when I got to America, it was, if you watch the movie Coming to America, that was my coming to
Oh
America.
my goodness.
So when I got there, we were at Florida, beautiful place, Fort Lauderdale. So they put me in this hotel right by the beach. So you just walk out of my suit, and then you're at the Atlantic beach. And there were all these girls. I know your program is a Christian program, but I have to say how they are.
I mean, be real. Be
So
real.
there were these girls in skimpy dresses, just wagging, showing their assets. I wasn't even that bad. It was my maid that we went together that was say, oh, Sheg, we said, look at these babes. But that was not what attracted me.
Right.
We'll go for lunch, and then they would put ribs, this big. And then they say, this is for me. I was thinking it's for the 5 of us. No, this is for you, Shego, eat it. I said, but this is what we eat in a week in Nigeria. So I then came up with say, oh no. So in Nigeria, we walk like elephant.
And we eat like ant.
And then in America, they walk like ant.
And eat like elephant.
I said, I must come back to this country.
Wow.
So at the same time, there was a Nigerian that was playing in a major tournament, basketball. His name is
Akim Olajuwon. Yeah, I remember
I
him.
was watching him beating the craps. Oh, sorry.
No, be real. No, it's okay. You are excused.
Okay, he was beating the bedevil out of the Patrick Ewing of New York, and they won the championship. And so they were always shouting his name, Hakeem, the dream. Olajuwon.
I remember Hakeem, the dream.
So it kind of gave me more impetus that, you know what, I will have to come. So I started, I returned to Nigeria. That course was 12 weeks or so. No, 6 weeks actually.
Okay.
Because I left April 30th. I returned to Nigeria on June 12th.
Right.
And
You're
that was
good with
1995.
dates.
Yes, I am. And people say I'm, I don't know what they call me.
Encyclopedia.
No, not encyclopedia. It's a bad name.
Oh, is that?
You know, when somebody has some mental problem that
No.
doesn't make him to behave the way he should, but then he's brilliant with numbers and all that kind of stuff.
God.
Oh,
Yeah,
they've called me all sorts of names. And I say, you know what? You can call me. When people say I'm mad, and I say yes. They say you're crazy. I say yes. And then I dare add what I am. Because I am whom God says I am. Can do what God says I can do.
Yes.
Can have what God says I can have.
Oh, yes.
And that's what's important.
Oh, yes.
Not what you, Veronica,
Think you are. Who do I even think you are? And you are a pastor as well.
Yes.
Ordained pastor.
Yes. So that, which is the next phase. When I got back to Nigeria, I plotted to go back to the US, and I did. So I got back to the US October the 22nd, 1997.
Okay.
And then started looking for a job. I went on a visiting visa. Not that I didn't. So I started, and this my parents, those my adopted parents. While other people say, this boy doesn't have paper, he will get a job. They believe that he will. So they will pray, they will fast. And I got a social security card. You can't get a job over there without a social security card. Daddy and mommy prayed that I should get it, and I got it.
Wow.
And then 1997, 98, the world was going crazy about Y2K. Oh, in the year 2000, everybody's going to die, or everybody's going to be possessed of the devil, and then the world will fall apart. So they needed computer programmers who could do Y2K. So that was how I got a job at American Express, New York, at the World Trade Center, the same building that was bombed by the terrorists. So while I was there, the general overseer of, I'm a good standing, long standing Foursquare member.
Okay.
So, and they needed a pastor at the Brooklyn Church in New York.
New York.
Yes. And I was already a pastor in Nigeria. We started a church in Lupeju Foursquare Gospel Church. So the general overseer, who is still alive today, but it's no longer, he doesn't hold that position anymore, Reverend G. Ofarombi, and the senior pastor of the headquarters church, the late Reverend Orebayo, came to New York and then installed me as the pastor of the Brooklyn Foursquare Gospel Church.
Wow.
Yes, so so that with regards to that, I could have sat on that and say, oh, I'm a pastor now, and by now, maybe I would have been a pope. Well, there's no pope.
I know, but whatever the high rank is.
But I knew that I was not called to be a pastor. I've always known that. That my calling was to be a supporter or enabler of what pastors
destiny
and do. Yes. So that was it about that. But I only spent 3 months there. And I was so pained when I had to leave that job, not knowing that God was preparing me for what will happen 3 years down the line. Because in 2001, when they bombed the building, I was...
The Trade Center?
Yes. I would have, if I was there, I would have died.
Wow.
But by then, God had moved me 2,000 miles west to Las Vegas. So I was working in Las Vegas for a telecoms company, but I was already practicing my comedy and all that.
Okay.
To the extent that the white guys would say, Shegun, what are you doing here? And I'm not ashamed to say how much I earned anywhere I go. I was earning 70,000 per annum in 1998.
Right.
That was a lot of money then.
Yeah.
Because my other, even American citizens were earning 30, 35. So I was earning twice as they were.
Wow.
So,
amazing.
But what I got out of Las Vegas was entertainment. Las Vegas is a population of, in Nigeria, maybe Akure.
Oh.
Yes. But
wow, that's not big.
It's not a big place. Their per capita, though, is 120,000, which means if you average the money that comes out of Las Vegas by the population, every person would be making $120,000. Compare that to 6,000 in Nigeria. And what do they do? Las Vegas is a desert. Nothing grows. There's no crude oil. There's no cocoa or anything. It's entertainment.
Yeah.
So that's when I developed interest even the more in entertainment.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, now you've done. You are now in entertainment.
Yes.
And you established this village celebrity.
Yes.
So what was that about? What motivated you? What were you planning to achieve?
People
with that?
have always. I do MCs all over the world.
Okay.
While working here, because I've worked for a number of companies, I worked for Domino's. When I came, we relocated in 2002.
Okay.
My wife is a UK citizen. As this were in the US, I didn't have papers. I was always working on temporary, whatever.
Contracts.
She was of the opinion that let's go to the UK. You get your papers. If you then want to return to the US,
then you can come.
You can come.
Yeah.
So I came to the UK, and by 2005, I became a British citizen.
Okay.
So, but by that time, I lost interest in going back to the US.
So, okay.
Because the pace of work over there is maddening.
Wow.
But here, it's we usually think people are lazy.
Easy peasy, as they say.
Exactly. That's why when Americans come here, they kind of say, what is wrong with them? Why can't they just get on with the work?
What's the big deal?
What's the big deal? Why are they so lazy? You understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but by that time, I think I've become a lazy youth. Pardon me, pardon the language. So like our president called us. So I just got used to it, and I say, you know what? I'm just going to enjoy life here, and I'll be here. But even while here, I get invited to come and do MC, Master of Ceremony. Yeah, you'll be a good one.
I love to watch you
and
compare.
Everyone I've done, by God's special grace.
Yeah.
I do it at weddings.
Okay.
I do it at birthdays. Maybe
we do together at my cousin's birthday, the 50th birthday.
Oh, are you the MC?
Yeah.
Oh, and your cousin is, the husband is my friend. We
yes,
do it together.
Maybe we do it together.
Why not? Why not? So
that'll be interesting.
In fact, sometimes I've been embarrassed because I go to a funeral place and I just talk and people are laughing.
Oh my goodness.
And I say, no, I didn't,
oh my goodness.
I didn't mean to come and make people laugh. There's a pastor friend of mine that lost his son, 29 years old.
Oh my God.
A couple of years ago. I picked him up. We were going somewhere. And I was talking. He was just laughing and laughing. He was like, Shegun, please don't kill me. My son has just died.
Oh,
so I get invited to come and do MC in Nigeria, living in the UK, get invited to do MC in Las Vegas, West Coast of the US, get invited to do MC in the East Coast, New York, Philadelphia.
Okay. Yeah.
I've been added to a pool of MCs now in Canada.
Okay.
So that when they are doing Nigerian Day,
yeah,
told me
I really want to know more about village celebrity. I want to know what you aim to achieve when you said it about, what was it about?
Now, I now found out that some people in these developed countries, they just have a talent of either making people laugh or acting movies and all that.
Yeah.
And they act in a movie and it's a hit. And they are millionaires.
Yep.
And I say, but Nigerian kids are more educated. They are more resilient.
Yeah.
They are more accommodating. Can survive under any condition. So why don't I gather them together to see what talent they've got? And let's show the best of Nigeria to the rest of the world.
Okay.
So if you had to give me a motto for Village, even though we have one different, it will be showcasing the best of Nigeria to the rest of the world. Yeah. So I want to go to the villages, not to Banana Republic, Banana Island and Ikoya. Like, I want to go to Igogo Ekiti, where I came from. I've not been there since 1985, by the way. So some people are grandmothers and grandfathers now.
Yeah.
They were not born when I left.
You need to go back and give back.
I need to go back and give back. So I want to go to those environments, not to go and dash money. I don't have money to dash anymore now. After Miss Susan Coca,
we'll come to that. We are building it up.
Okay, but this is where I'm actually going.
Okay.
I want to be able to tell them that you are not limited or restricted in any way to achieving your goal. Don't look at the government. Don't look at anybody, because the best the government can do for you at their best is create an environment you, an enabling environment for you to achieve your destiny.
Yeah.
Don't think trade that money that they gave you the other time. They gave you on Saturday. By Sunday, your pastor has taken it away from you.
That is another story.
Exactly.
Story for another day.
Exactly. So, but what I'm trying to do is that we've got Nigeria is about 200 million, where the number varies from 150 million to 170 to 200. Let's take it to be 180. That's almost 3 times what's here in the UK.
That's right.
Look at what Simon Cowell is doing. That's a great guy that is collecting people. Somebody was a grocery packer yesterday, then becomes Alexandra Bock tomorrow. And then before you know, it's all over the world.
Yeah.
We've got those talents in Nigeria.
Absolutely. Develop them. Let's support them.
Exactly. And so once people then know that the power is within them, given to them by Almighty God, there's no need to be afraid.
Okay.
There's no need to say I didn't go to school.
So this is what Village Celebrity
is all about. Where you come there, you laugh, because for whatever reason, people listen to me. So there is no sitting defense. Some people say this is a pastor. Some Miss Kuka says this is a devil. But the devil will not come to you in 2 horns other than this man. So that's, I like it that way.
Absolutely. And you have a group on Facebook.
Yes, by the same name.
By the same name.
Village Celebrity is a registered company, by the way. Okay. It's registered here and it's trademarked Village Celebrity Limited, registered under the company's house of England and
but have you been able, because I love all the things that you plan to achieve, you know, with Village Headmaster, i.e. helping people to develop their talents and showcase them or establish what they got. But then, have you done any of this so far? Yes.
Last year, March 17th, we had the first ever Village Celebrity Show, where we identify some talents. There's one guy that won a prize. He's on his own now, painting like he sings Fuji and all that stuff.
Right.
Made to Basel and all that, whatever. And I like that. There are people who just showcase their business abilities. Yeah. One person I gave 300,000 to establish a business. Another person I gave 250,000 to help in the school. I've given a lot of people 100K.
This is a gift?
I just
or loan?
Yeah. No, not a loan. Outright gift. I just go and start business. And that's what happened. Wow. And did you do any follow-up on them to ensure that they're actually running the business? I did follow up to be sure they're running the business. But when I started, that was I said, just go. I didn't want any string attached. Okay. But going forward now, we've set up a mentorship program that when we give you this money, then somebody will follow up to be sure you are doing the right thing. That's absolutely fantastic. Because we made some mistakes initially. Yeah. And there were even some people who saying, let's go and take his money. And go and enjoy ourselves. And they did. Wow. What an opportunity wasted. Yes. So in that group initially, you have how many members? About 1 million or so? We had 1.5 million members. Oh. So, but a lot of them are just bagagbono, or what do you call it? Just warmer. So we removed them. So we now have 728 the last time. We grow by 1,000 members every day. Okay. With 728,000. They still say we are 1.3 million. Wow. But the one I reckon with are those who are active. Active on the So we have 728,000. Who are active? Yes. So they go there, they abuse themselves, they go there, they pray for themselves, they go there, they vote Babagi, so vote Buhari or vote Atiku and all that. And oh my goodness. I mean, a lot of people have actually joined this show, and I can't begin to mention names because there's so many people. Okay. So many. But then, you know, I just acknowledge quickly those who have joined. Maybe you will recognize some of the members of Village Celebrity. Okay. Adewale Afis Badmos. No. Otun Agoro, Lua Fife Home, Adekunle. No. Honorable Adeleke, Olatubosun Onabanjo. Yeah, I know. Some of them are my friends as well. Okay. Damilola Adeniran Ademuyiwa. Okay. Adebola Adeboye, that's one of my friends. Says. Okay. Farumbi Akinyemi, that's Baba. Okay. Ruth Omotola Onosonya. Regina Uren Chris Obodo, that's one of my friends. Temitayo Taiwo. And Temitayo Taiwo, auntie, she was, I don't know if you know Coco Close. Yes, I know Coco.
She was Yabolanle.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I love to meet people like that. I love to meet.
The auntie, yes.
Okay.
She's a big mommy, you know.
Okay.
Fatai Ogunribido, there's another journalist.
Okay.
Ayinde Shoaga,
okay.
that is also
because I'm a legend.
You may not know all of this. Yes, I know.
Boy, so you need
Elizabeth,
to help me to come out from the
village. Show, you know, we just want to acknowledge all this wonderful
people. Thank you so much for coming.
Yomi Fowode, one of our big bonds. Henryson Oladipo Balogun, you know, one of our big brothers.
Okay.
Stefan, I never know how to pronounce his surname.
Stefan.
Forstenbeiner, I think it's.
That's a
German name.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. That's my cousin. Sammy Peters.
Okay.
That is Sashina Peters' wife.
Oh, wow. I like dancing, by the way. So one of
you like that? Yes. So we need to dance now. Okay. So someone has made a comment, Fatai Ogunribido, who is actually a journalist.
Okay.
He said, big lesson that we can't all be leaders, but only God anoints his own to be leaders.
Yes.
He is a good example of a leader, one chosen by God.
Yes.
No over ambition.
No, I didn't want it. I used to run away from it because it makes, anytime I want to express myself, people say, oh, because he's the leader.
Yeah.
And I said, no, this is doing the right thing. Let us do the right thing. And then, because right now, my school, we finished, we were the first set. We finished in 1985.
Okay.
We've had 2 senators.
Right.
By now, we felt we should have produced a president. Senator, the one in Adamawa, why will his name, Nyako?
Okay.
But he was a senator because of his dad, who was chief of naval staff.
Then
there's another Baladati. These are rich kids. I contested for Senate this last election, by the way, in Lagos.
That's true.
I knew I was not going to win. My friends thought I would win. I said, no, I don't have money to give anybody. But I wanted to show them
Nigerian politics.
That you can enter. You don't have to have badge
Godfather
or money or Godfather or anything. And so my name, I got 0 votes, which is not possible because my auntie lives in K2, voted for me.
That'll be your friends and your family.
Oh, people from Ife voted for me. They were even saying you're going to win. So, but I got
something is not
exactly. I got 0 votes. I said, how is that possible?
Okay, so we have Olatunde Adeola on, Oladapo Philip Omodeni, Oluseyi Dari, Sam Bakare, Joshua Obasa, Kofi Ankoma, Folayemi Yemzi.
We have an Obasa in the Four Square Gospel Church, Yaba.
So okay. So yeah, I mean, and so many people as that.
Thank you
just
so
to
much.
acknowledge.
I really appreciate it.
The people who have joined us and the village
Headmaster.
Celebrity.
Yeah, the company is Village Celebrity.
Okay.
So instead of saying CEO, they call me
Village Headmaster.
So that's the CEO of the company Village Celebrity.
And
we say at Village Celebrity, every life matters. Everybody's a VIP.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, amazing. I'm going to go on that page.
Okay.
Because I don't want to end this.
Yeah, let's talk as much as I really want people to know me because you say you are going to go to the ranting beat. The information out there is that I am mentally unstable.
That's what people think. But hearing your story now, I don't think you have any mental problem like people are saying.
And even if they do, because here I was locked up in a mental institution during the Christmas period.
In UK?
UK here.
Why? What happened?
There was a misunderstanding between my wife and myself. And she had the right because I told you I stopped computer programming in 2017.
You did.
I've had enough. So which means I wasn't working throughout 2018. So I wasn't bringing any income. But before then, I used to earn £10,000 a month. And my contract used to be, based on the years of experience, £400 a day.
Right.
So anytime I did 25 days, working days in a month, that's £10,000. I really do because I didn't need to. If doing 10 days alone, that's 400 times 10. That's 4,000.
Yeah.
My mortgage is 730. So I had leeways. I can then, because of that, take off to travel. And that's part of my weirdness. I said, okay, where can I go? Is it Ghana or Canada?
And you just take off.
And I take off. Of course, my wife doesn't like that. But I thought by now she should be used to it.
Oh.
So it's me. So when no money was coming in, she was a little bit worried they're going to repossess the house. But also I was a programmer for Core Credit, a credit rating agency. So
you were a programmer?
Yes.
Can you still do that?
Oh, I can. But what I want to do now is to train people how to do it because there was a friend of mine who wanted to get a job. I kept telling him, it's not difficult, just spend 3 days.
Really?
Yes. But we spent one day.
Because I have some young people.
I will train them.
That I really want
Yes.
remove them from the street and
Yes,
you know, just
it will
occupy
be my
them.
delight to do that.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yes,
Thank you
because
so
I
much.
love people. So the problem I had is that when I'm in front of the computer, it doesn't talk to me the way you're talking to me. So that's why what gives me the job is my phoning, what they call it.
Oh.
This guy's phone is a team builder.
Appears audio is not matching video.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, because I'm live streaming. I'm how do you say it?
This one though, there's difference between
Yes.
Facebook. This is a few. There's a delayed
Audio in this one.
Yes.
Okay. We'll look into that. Thank you, Ogami and Indeshoaga. Now, if you're watching this show, you've got young children especially, because we are always looking for opportunities for them to use their time positively, especially because of all these knife crimes and gun crimes going on. So I try to encourage my guests when they come, especially if they have something they can impart into our young people, and I'm so glad. So if you have young children, young people as we call them, and they love to be computer programmers.
Yes, let them come. Let them join us on Village Celebrity.
Yes,
from there.
Join Village Celebrity, celebrity, or contact me.
Or contact Veronica.
Yes, on Facebook, or contact Shegun Adeye.
We'll be working together anyway.
Yes,
so
we will be.
If you talk to either of us,
yes.
But because I'm the programmer, that's what I'm saying. But if you talk to her, then she can always put something.
I think we'll put something. We'll really put something together, and then we'll put the promo out, because however we can occupy these young people. All of us, all hands must be on deck. Because this killing is too much. It doesn't need to happen. It doesn't need to happen.
No, it's because the focus is on the wrong thing, and because what you focus on expands. So if you focus on this, I'm going to get a revenge against somebody. Then until you get that. But when we are able to then focus your attention away from, hey, guy, you're so funny, you are the best and all that. It begins to, they say, okay, my life is actually important. They need somebody to affirm who they are. Because that's not happening, they just say, what's my life in this big society anyway?
They need someone to help them discover who they are.
Yes.
That's the problem we're having. Yes. I actually wanted to go out of this, but I can see a lot of people are watching the show through here.
Okay.
Because let's go on Village Celebrity on your phone. Your phone is nearby.
My phone is there.
Because I want to share with my viewers what's going on that page. See, I said that page is like a nation.
Yes, that's what I meant it to be.
You find all sort of people from different backgrounds with different ideologies on the page, and one day I went there. If you stay on that page too much, you can be corrupted. You
can be corrupted, or you can be sanctified.
And you can be sanctified. So it depends on what. It's like a market.
That's what I told them. That it's a marketplace.
Yeah.
I actually preach on Sundays. So when I get on, I say, this is Pastor Shegun, not headmaster now. I say, I'm an ordained pastor. I'm not ashamed of Jesus Christ. I'm going to practice my Christianity in such a way that if you're a Muslim, a Hindu, or whatever, you want to become a Christian. However, I want you to practice yours so that I want to become a Muslim. So it's a level playing ground. So it's a competition now to practice my Christianity that other people want to become a Christian. Then they need to practice theirs, Muslim, Hindu, unbeliever, so that I too will want to become theirs.
So it's a free land.
It's whosoever practices his own best that wins.
Wow, that's something different from other ones that I've been seeing.
Exactly.
Okeleke Queen, thank you, dear. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for joining us. Adenike Bamishayi Shalayi, thank you also. Welcome on board. Olaladun Adebawo, thank you. Welcome on board. This is Just Talk with V.O.O, and it's our very first episode of the program on Rich World Television Network. So now I've been. If you've been on my Facebook page, you'll see that I've been doing a lot of work with Rich World Television Network. This is our platform that we're trying to develop. Apart from the programs that we're having, we are also making this platform open for ministers of the gospel on our show that we call Let Us Pray. Let Us Pray is going to be an interactive intercessory platform whereby you can call in and it will feature different ministers on a daily basis. So we'll be having different guest ministers coming on board to pray for you and pray with you. So if you have a prayer request, for instance, you can just call in. There will be a dedicated line that you can call. You can just call in and, give them your prayer request, and the pastor can pray for you there and then. Otherwise, you can just flow in the spirit with the prayers and the prayer points that the guest pastors will be sharing on the show. So that one is called Let Us Pray. It's simply Let Us Pray. Hopefully, we should be able to kick off on next week. We should be able to kick off that next week by the grace of God. I'm just waiting for the ministers to be ready for that. And if my ministers are not ready, I'll kick it off as the Holy Spirit will lay. But for now, you're watching Just Talk with V.O.O. And my guest is Village Headmaster. That's what we call him, Village Headmaster. But his real name is Segun Ogunyeye.
Yes.
And he's been sharing his wonderful story. You know, other people, some people say, oh, this man is weird. Oh, this man is insane. People say all sort of things about him. And I just developed interest in him. What my brother-in-law introduced him to me. And I thought, so this man, oh, he's talking a lot. And I'm not sure. I don't know. And I listened to one of his rantings. There's a little problem he's having with somebody in the community, and I listened to the ranting, and I sent him a message. I said, no, you need to stop this. Don't go on that, because I've seen other people do this on social media. I don't want you to do this. And he said, no. How did he say? Positive publicity and negative
publicity. Yes.
Publicity. So
yes,
we need all of that.
Yes, and the reason, I think my battery is flat, so
okay.
I will not be able to do that. But I will tell you why I decided to rant. There was a lady who came to me. No, she didn't come to me. She actually got that right.
Okay.
Because I said she came to me. And then she head on to the fact that I said she came. And I said, okay, I misspoke. You know, in the U.S., when the politicians say something they're not supposed to say.
They apologize. And
no, they don't even apologize. They say they misspoke.
Misspoke. Okay, I quickly, not because I want to open this platform for you to rant.
Okay.
For you to rant.
I can give you a summary.
Yes, but a lot of people are watching this and they are wondering what is going on.
I will tell you
what has she done. So can we
it's
just
not even what she
briefly
did. Like I gave the example of I working in Las Vegas in a company of 5,000 people, mostly white. The IT department were 120 people. There were 2 blacks. The other black is an American-born black. I was the only Nigerian. Right. The other one wasn't even a programmer. He carry computer and fixes them. I was the only programmer. And I would say, why can't there be 20 Nigerians here? And the reason is that we are fraudulent and all that stuff.
Not all of us.
But they don't take it. They don't.
But that's what they believe. They believe, Nigerians are fraudulent.
Just as this girl has poisoned the minds of people now that I'm insane. That anytime he accuses us of running away with his money is because he doesn't know what he's talking about. I actually know.
But what happened?
What happened was this. Village Celebrity, I wanted to bring some movie stars to the UK.
Okay.
And then we premiered the movie. The particular movie is called A Million Baby.
Okay.
The stars in that movie were Odunlade Adekola. I did the research and I found that a lot of Nigerians like him. Nollywood watchers. And so if we were to bring him, we're going to make a lot of money.
Right.
But then a friend of mine that we live together in Milton Keynes then brought this lady that she can help you publicize Village Celebrity, and heaven, earth, and hell will know about where she didn't say it. But had a lot of people.
Yes, you're exaggerating a bit there. Okay. Okay.
He said, everybody will get to know you. And then she came. And then the way she talks, oh, wow, I got swept away off my feet. That if I was looking for a wife, that was a good material.
Wife material.
But at that time, I was looking for business.
Right.
And then she came up with a proposal, did a flyer, and says her company, Rant HQ, in conjunction with my company, Village Celebrity, present in Lagos at Alibaba, King of Comedy, Rant Comedy with Segun Ogunyeye.
Okay.
And then she did the budget. And I gave her the money.
Oh.
So once the money reaches
How much did you give her?
It was £6,275.
Pounds.
And then my friend that brought her also took £2,000.
Wow, making 8,000.
£8,000.
Wow.
Now this is the clever part. This girl never wanted to do any program with me. She just wanted money to fund Rant HQ. Because as soon as she got the money, she came up with a new flyer and removed my name. So the program was no longer about me. Before it was about me, that's why I released the money. But now it was no longer about me. And I said, why? Why did you remove my name? She said, oh, her company, Rant HQ, believed that bringing me into Rant HQ was already enough. So that I was going to overshadow them. And we argued and argued. I was the person that hired her to work for me. She was calling me names and abusing me and crossing that God would fire my nyash and all that stuff.
And you didn't have any written agreement or anything whatsoever?
No, because it only took 1 week. We're still developing this.
idea.
Yes. So after 1 week, she traveled to Nigeria. But luckily, my evidence are the flyers she did and the communication when I said, you got to have my name there.
Did you pay her cash? Or it was bank transfer?
A bank transfer.
Okay, so you have evidence of that transfer.
Oh, yeah, she doesn't deny it, actually.
Okay.
What she says that it is the money that she earned working for me for 1 week. I say, I don't earn 6,000 in 1 week.
In 1 week?
Exactly. And I say, if you do, have you paid tax on it? Because I can report to the Inland Revenue. She doesn't believe, the girl doesn't know so many things.
Oh, my goodness.
So I was telling her this. I actually have done business before. That's why people say I'm weird or call me other names. 2006. I took 40,000 pounds of my money, went to start an internet cafe in Accra. It crashed. People didn't go to computer school, cannot turn on their computer. They did cafe. They made a lot of money. Me, that I'm supposed to be a computer guru, I didn't make any money. So I've always been learning that kind of a lesson. So to let go 8,000 pounds is a chicken change. But she made a mistake. While we were talking, I told her something about my life. That my father was never married to my mother. That when I was growing up, all the little kids also bullied me, calling me Omo Ale bastard. So when Susan wanted me to shut up to talk about the money, she sent a voice note across and said, if you are not a bastard, he said, oh, you actually told me that you are a bastard and you've told everybody. He said, if you are not a bastard, post this voice note again and again. I have not stopped posting it since then. So that's why people are saying, this thing has been last year. Why don't you stop posting it? I said, the owner, this girl told me, if I'm not a bastard, I should post it. I said, there may be illegitimate relationship between adults, but the product coming out of that relationship is not illegitimate. So I see myself as a bona fide child of God. I don't care what my father did with my mother. And this is an encouragement to people out there.
That's right.
Do think because their father not married to their mother, they are not good enough. You are good enough. If God created you, Oprah Winfrey said her parents had sex under a tree just once. And Oprah Winfrey is the product.
Amazing story.
So I am the product. So because she had that mouth to say, you told me yourself you are a bastard. If you know you are not a bastard, post this thing. I have not stopped posting it.
That's a serious one.
It is.
It is a serious one.
It's too big for her mouth. And I did a lot of investigation. She is the daughter of Pastor Jonah Coker of the Apostolic Church. And she then has a pimp company here.
Oh, my goodness.
She does.
We're not going to go into that because, you know, that's going to be a serious accusation.
Oh, yes, because before, I got all the evidence.
Before you can say that, because...
I got it. Yes, I'm ready to go
I don't want people to say, oh, yeah, I'm now accused you of defamation of character and so on and so forth.
But she did first. Because for saying, I had a partner in Australia, a woman who wears Yoruba clothes. We had arranged for her to come and I take her to Nigeria. Susan made sure she cut up the relationship. She said, we know that you're trying to bring this woman from Australia to share a bed with her. And then the woman said, okay.
It's none of her business. That could be arrangement between two adults.
Where she said,
but the woman changed her mind.
And I said, she's not coming. So I've lost that business. I was doing a GoFundMe. Within 1 hour, I got on £38. Susan went to the page. He said, this guy you are trying to give money, he's insane and all that. She's been claiming this insanity since. Her brother, have been claiming that I'm insane, that I'm not well.
Wow.
So every time I try to do business, they block it.
Wow. I don't know. You really need to look into this.
Oh, no. This is what I'm trying to do. I want people who are doing scamming. I'm not the only person she scams, by the way. The Durant HQ is a scamming operation that's set up here in London. So this is what they do. They say, oh, we are doing a charity, whatever. There are some babies suffering in Nigeria. Please contribute money. We'll do charity. But for Susan, the charity begins at her home.
Wow.
that's why.
Seriously?
Yes. She needs to be stopped. That's why when people say it's been 1 year, I say, I am taking my cue from the book of Luke. There was a widow who wanted judgment. But the judge, which is the Nigerian public, accusing me, the judge said, I do not fear God or respect anybody. But the widow kept going. So at the time, he said, you know what?
Persistent.
Even though I don't fear God or respect anybody, he said,
this because this woman is persistent.
That's why I've been. Secondly, they taught me to take her to court, including her. I said, take me to court. I said, but you are the daughter of a pastor. Have you read your Bible? I have read my Bible. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 7. There's one version that says, if a brother takes a believer to court, he has lost the battle already. So I said, I'm not going to go to court. So I'm going to keep talking about it so that if that changes Susan from scamming people, I've achieved my aim.
So for how long are you going to talk about this?
Until I die.
God have mercy. God have mercy. I think you should have a change of heart.
I will.
To be honest, because you can't get the money back. Well,
I told
somehow.
you I lost 40,000 pounds.
Yes.
It didn't move me.
Yes.
So it's not about the money, it's the principle.
I would think, this is my personal opinion.
Okay.
With the way things are now, I
Yes.
would think as a Christian,
Yes.
if you know you can let go of that money
Yes.
and let God,
Yes.
I would think you should just close that chapter.
What Bible verse are you standing on this argument?
No, it's not about standing on Bible, you know.
But I'm standing on one. I will tell you which one.
But as a Christian,
Yes.
you understand?
Yes, I
when
do.
things like this, you have just quoted the part that says you cannot take another fellow Christian to court.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Which is okay. If you can't go to court,
Yes.
then you can't take the laws into your hands.
Which law am I taking to my hands, Veronica?
I mean, you can't be going back and forth with this woman.
I said I'm trying to make sure nobody does what she does because remember I said in my company in Las Vegas, I wanted more Nigerians there.
Yeah.
They are saying Nigerians are scammers, so we won't help them. And Susan is actually emphasizing that stereotype.
Okay, so when you now start to promote that, oh, this woman is a scammer,
Yes.
and then the people in America will go and say, like, oh, yeah, we said so. We said they are scammers.
They're actually saying there are Nigerians who can stand up to scammers. So that if I then recommend anybody now, there are places I've worked in America, they say if Shegun recommends somebody, we will take him. I like that.
Okay.
There was somebody who got a job. The person's
Through
last
your
name,
recommendation.
I didn't even recommend. The person's last name was Ogunyeye.
Okay.
And then the people were intervening.
And they thought you're related.
Yes. And they gave the job. And then they call me, do you know this person? I said, I don't know. But they said the person's from your town, so you must be related. It was later I found out that, okay, it's one of those cousins, nephews,
Distant,
younger brother, and all that
distant,
stuff. So a good name is better than Wura and Fadaka, better than silver and gold. So if somebody can get a job just because the last name is the same as mine,
okay,
I love that.
That's good.
If people are saying in America that if Shegun recommends somebody,
okay,
the person must be good.
Okay, so I think we've done enough of Susan, to be honest. I just wanted you to clarify that because it wasn't clear to so many people why you were ranting.
I'm just beginning.
For me, I mean, just taking your word because I've not heard her own side of the story.
Let her come. You know, I've got evidence,
of the story. But from what you are saying and from your background story that you've shared with us, to be honest, I don't think you're insane as people think. By now, you know.
But what did they say about Jesus?
Everyone is entitled to their opinion.
Veronica, when he was casting out devil, they say he couldn't have done it. He must have the Beelzebub, the prince. So if they say that to my Lord and Master, it's okay. Call me whatever you want to call me.
Okay, let's talk now about village celebrity. I was going to go on that page. It's so unfortunate because I wanted to share with our viewers.
Okay.
What's going on.
And everybody can always visit.
Yeah, that's true. Can you visit Village Celebrity
on Facebook? Yes.
Village Celebrity on Facebook, and just to have an idea of what's going on there. But more importantly, you're trying to shaping that group up.
Yes. Because nowadays, this is the #1 trending topic on my group is sex. Yes, they talk about sex, the size of their manhood and womanhood.
Can you imagine?
Yes.
People just...
Yes, and then so one day I just came and behaved like them. I said, okay, this is what I found. That the people who talk about these things are the people who don't have it, who can't do it, who are non-performers. Because we have told ourselves that the group is for empowerment, opportunity creation, development of self-esteem, so that you know you can stand tall with your head high.
But people deviate from
and they deviate and also
every now and then.
It hurts me because I want people. One of the things that plagued me when I was growing up, my self-esteem was so low. People can't believe I'm this confident. So that was why one day, to prove to people, one of my expensive suits, I wore it, tucked it in, and then wore a Nigerian hat. And there were messages from Australia, from Canada, from the US, from the UK.
Like, are you all right?
Well, is everything okay? What is going on here? And so after the whole brouhaha died, I said, I wanted to tell you that Onyebo man said you have to wear your suit this way. But the village boy decides to wear it this way, and is cool with it.
Amazing. Amazing. Honestly, it's been nice having you on this show. But if you're just joining us, you have really missed a lot, but you have not, because that's the beautiful thing about the internet. You can just watch over and over and over and over again. So you have not missed anything, really. The village headmaster has been my guest on the show, Just Talk with V.O.O, and we've spoken about almost everything. But now, what is the future for village Celebrity?
The future is actually what I've talked about. Once you join us, we say the good, the bad, and the ugly are welcome in Village Celebrity. But once you join us, you must not stay where you are. The status quo is not good enough. So if you are good, we want you to become your best.
Yeah.
If you are bad, we want you to become better.
Right.
If you are ugly, we want you to become good.
Good.
And we want to keep repeating that process.
Right.
So that at some point in future, 80-20% rule of Pareto, we want to have 80% of the population being good. Right. And we're constantly working on the 20% that are trying to catch up. And that will only be done when everybody is empowered to do something. You are not waiting for trader money. You can go out there and do something, either in agriculture, in medicine, in acting, in whatever it is. There is too much to be done in Nigeria and the rest of the world. This is a global company, but charity begins at home. So we want to start in Nigeria.
Right.
So, and I'm a village person. I've acted in a movie, by the way, Bukola's Wives. Is the movie.
Oh, you're there?
Yes, I was in Bukola's Wives.
Oh. What character did you act?
The village judge.
Okay.
It's because Bukola was a rich person who died, and the brothers started fighting over his estate. And then they came to me for judgment. So they said, okay, give us judgment that I'm supposed to have the 2 wives. I'm supposed to have this. I said, but the man just died. Why don't you wait a little bit? And then one of the wives was pregnant. I said, the tradition you are quoting, you don't understand it very well. It's only when Bukola doesn't have a son that you are entitled to then share his estate. If he doesn't have a son, I say,
but that pregnancy, you don't know?
Yes. And then the woman then delivered the girl. They were jumping up. Hey. But then there was a second one. So you can now know what that one is. Was a boy. And then rendered the judgment. So the 2 silly brothers were sent packing and all that.
Amazing.
And everybody liked it.
And then it's out now.
It's out, yes. It's out. And I have other ones lined up. I'm going to go act once I go back to Nigeria. Okay. The problem I have, my friend that have known me, that have been very good in computer programming, they see it as an extreme to move from computer programming into acting.
It's different world.
So there are people who are ready to support, but they are waiting for that one that is so good. Then they say, okay, we think Shegu can make the jump.
Yeah.
I never doubted myself from day one. I am a better actor than a programmer.
Wow.
Yeah, because when I'm acting, I'm not acting, I'm acting. When I don't want to be funny, I'm funny. And people say, stop talking, stop talking. I say, I'm like Prophet Jeremiah. If you read his book, chapter 20, verse 9, he said, I've given up on the Israelites. On the Jews. I don't want to talk about them. They've turned that God's altar and all that. He said, when I kept quiet, the word of God was like fire in my bones. And I couldn't contain it. So I was reading my Bible 2 days ago.
Right.
Hebrew chapter 11, verse 34. Talked about people quench the fire and all that.
Yeah.
But he said some people, out of their weaknesses, were made strong. And I pray, I say, God, talking is my weakness. Turn it to my strength. When I tell people of how I've come from the village, some people say, if this village boy can do it, I can do it.
That's right.
And that's all that is in it for me.
Oh God. Thank you so much. Your story is really inspiring, and I'm really glad, to have you on the show today. And I'm glad that R.W.TV Television Network and Village Celebrity will be working together to empower people around the world, especially Nigerians around the world. So watch this space for more of what we'll be bringing on. Village Celebrity, check that page on Facebook, that group on Facebook, and join. So let's put hands together and empower, especially our young people. Yes. Now that is a big platform, over 728,000. We
want to go to 20 million, by the way.
Wow. So this is a good platform for networking as well.
Yes.
And as well, don't forget to like our Facebook page, R.W.TV Television Network. Visit the page and see all the things that we want to achieve. We're still working on our website. And of course, we want to let you know that we have the network as well. What's the multi-channel platform?
Yes.
So when you visit when you download our app,
yes,
we are on what do you call it? We are on Android.
Okay.
At the moment.
Okay.
So when you download the app, RWTV Network app, you can see all the channels there. And this is where we are going as well. You want your own online TV channel or your own online TV app, we can make this happen for you. These are the things we can do for you. Or you want to come into our studio and present your own show like we are doing now. You have an idea and you want to turn it into a program. Let's talk about it. Or maybe you're a minister and you want to preach, or you want to showcase your church and your ministry on this platform, you are very much welcome. Give me a call. My phone number is on the screen there. You can just call me. Let's discuss it. It's been Segun Ade. Ogunyeye. What do I say?
Because people know me by, some people actually don't know I'm Segun Ogunyeye.
Okay,
they know me by village headmaster. That's what. So, that's what Nollywood has chosen to call me as well.
Yeah.
A lot of
I mean, it's easier village headmaster. We all know you as village headmaster.
In fact, some people have become lazy. They just say headmaster.
Headmaster. So yeah, it's been wonderful having you on the show.
Thank you, Veronica. I'm so happy because when you reach out, you know, initially there was that hesitation that this controversial person. I said, meet me first.
Yeah.
I meet me first because I don't think whatever they call us is a label.
It is.
The only thing that matters is what God calls us.
Yes, that's
and
right.
it says we are sons and daughters of the living God.
And I say you cannot judge a book by its cover, and you cannot know the content of a book just by flipping through. You actually need to stop by and read before you can understand the content of a book. I'm really glad that I stopped by, and you know, I've read this book and I love the content of this book. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Veronica.
It's nice having you.
To shake your hand.
Right. Thank you so much for watching Just Talk with V.O.O. We'll be back next week with another interesting package. Take care of yourself. Bye.
Bye-bye.